Hey, welcome to another day, Tuesday, with DJ Shark Hitter. Uh, just got off of Jim Terry TV. Good show over there today. Stayed on for a while. Had lunch, had a bologna and cheese sandwich. Then waited for the show to end. Then I decided to come on. I know Johnny Yarbrough is going to be on today later on, so I figured I'd start my show before his show comes on. Having my coffee with you guys. The show might last for an hour, maybe two. Who knows? Sometimes the show goes on a little longer. Of course, I always keep an eye on the comments, see who's coming in. Thank you very much for those of you who are joining me. And, it's been a long weekend, I'm sure, with all this rain going on where I live on Long Island. There hasn't been a day without rain. Today, it rained this morning. Can't even go out and cut the grass. Get a few days to cut it, and then it rains again, and it grows right back up. That's what's going on with that. Then we're keeping track of the LA thing going on over there, watching the news. I mean, if you don't think that's not crazy, it is. It's we're definitely living in crazy times, I tell you that. We speak of it, and here it is taking place right here in the United States of America. And it does seem like an uprising here in the United States, with these things taking place. And, everywhere's on a high alert now because of these riots could spread. And from what I heard last night, that they were assembling for protest in Texas. That's what I heard. And I am gonna keep track of the news, so I want to keep track of that, as well as everyone else out there listening to the stream. You should keep track of the news, because you don't want to get caught up in something that you don't need to be caught up in. If things like that spread in your area, you don't want to be a part of that, and you want to not even get involved with that. And it's strange, but from what I understand, a lot of the protesters get paid to do that. And I like to know who pays them to go out and cause this type of this type of disruption in communities across the United States, and even in the college campuses. Those people were being paid to protest like they were, but they're saying they were quiet protests. Those weren't even protests. Those were, rioters that were trying to cause disruption and stuff in public spaces, and those people were being paid to do that. And that's sad that people would do that and take pleasure in seeing others demise, and like that, especially when people are going and paying for even colleges you got people getting paid to cause disruption on campuses. So that's the truth. And so anyway, there's always breaking news, and I hope Bob Farrell's doing good. Maybe he'll make a surprise appearance. You know, he does do that. Bob Farrell makes a surprise appearance, and I don't know. Somebody wants to talk about Hollywood. What's in Hollywood? News in Hollywood. Screw watching the news in Hollywood. Yeah, that's true. They can. But, you know, you have to watch it just to make sure that you're safe. And then I know a lot of people like to listen to music. I mean, sometimes I just like the tranquility. I could tell you that. I don't always watch the news. The news comes on later on in the day. But I was up late last night watching the news because I wanted to see. They sent the Marines in. I mean, that's who doesn't want to know about that? The Marines gone in. 700. A battalion of Marines being sent into LA. That's breaking, man. That's breaking news, man. I mean, soldiers are being released into cities. That's breaking news to me, man. And that's what I was watching for, to see what it was like. You know, they're sending Marines in LA, and they're sending two more thousand National Guard. There's soldiers there with M16s standing in the streets with helmets on. So why would that not be interesting to say, I'm watching this because something can happen in a split second of an eye, man. Something can happen in a blink of an eye. All it takes is one person to hit a soldier with an explosive, or a soldier accidentally discharging his weapon. So that's not breaking news. I would want to keep my eye on something like that, because you have school. I mean, there was school shooting today. I don't think it was here. I think it was in Australia or Austria or something like that. Not sure. I think it was 9 to 10 students. That's, you know, strange to see that take place. And I think they're uncovering more about the student that or the kid that tried to assassinate Trump. I think they're coming out with some stuff on that. I mean, that's news. That's stuff I want to see. I want to know what is it that they have. I think it's a video. I'm not sure. I think it's a video of that guy. Maybe something to do with what led up to him wanting to harm the president. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think I saw something that they just showed a quick clip of it on the news. I just looked up and saw it. I'll have to look in a little while and see what it is. And waiting to see if maybe Bob Farrell's coming up because he might stop in and say hello, which I don't mind. Wonder how Marzi girl is doing. Hopefully she's doing good and her family's doing good. Can't forget those people. There's not many people in the chat, but there are people watching. I know because everybody that might be here may have been over at Jim Terry TV, so you're kind of like worn out from looking at the screen and probably like had enough of watching or listening. So, but I consider it more like when it's like this anymore, like a TV station, or some people don't always watch, they listen at the same time, and like it's a radio. So, and then I think of YouTube as like a CB radio where everyone has a name, a handle, and you contact each other through radio calls and chats. And then there's other people in the background listening to you talk. And, I remember that. I remember there were days like that where people had CB radios, and that's how they communicated, and they made it like radio stations. So that's how I feel about YouTube, how it's set up. You have like my handle's Shark Hitter TV, so that's what people call me, and that's what I am on there. Hey, how's it going, little Willow? Yeah, Bob, that would be good if Bob shows up. There's a couple people I like that come on the channel, and they add some sugar to the mix. It's a little difficult when you're doing the show, but I'm getting used to it now that I don't get a lot of guests to come on to just talk about things in general, talk about what I did through the day, the weekend, and then like talk about the what happened during the weekend, where I live, because there's a few people on here that live in the areas I live in, so they can relate on what's going on Long Island. If I get hit with rain, they might not get it immediately, but they get the rain. So then they can relate, say, yeah, it was raining that day, or yeah, we did have thunderstorms. Because we did have thunderstorms. And actually, I think today we might have isolated thunderstorms again later on, but I'm not sure. But we did have them on, I think, Sunday maybe. We had isolated thunderstorms. And I'm not sure. See, on my map here, for the weather, it's only showing mostly cloudy. But the cloud coverage to me, when I look out, doesn't look like Mostly, it does look mostly cloudy, and it shows like the sun behind the cloud. So it looks like rain to me is going to happen. Rain. That's that's what I'm getting out of it. Like mostly rain. Uh, and it feels like rain. I'll tell you that. 71 degrees out here on Long Island. The date is 6/10/2025, 4:33 p.m. in the Eastern Time. That's what it is. And it is, let's see. Really? It's 1:33 Pacific Canada time. Yep. East Coast, West Coast. On the West Coast time. So I don't know if anybody was over there at Jim Terry TV. How was the show? Did you guys enjoy it? I did. I was over there. Enjoyed the show. Mr. X talking about his comic. Uh, you know, I gotta post it or keep it up somewhere, maybe on my where I show it. So I or keep it written down so when I want to say the name, I know it. What the movie is. I looked it up though. It is on Amazon, and you can rent it for like $1.99, or you could buy it. High definition, digital, high digital, and that means you buy it and it's saved on Amazon Prime TV. So I didn't buy it yet. I'm gonna purchase it or rent it to watch it, and then that gives you the option. $1.99 ain't bad for the movie to rent, because then you get to watch it, and then you'll see, if you want to own it, and then for $4.99 you buy it and then own it in your library on Amazon, and then it's there. So that's what I plan to do. So maybe tonight, if I'm up to it, I'll rent it and watch it and see if I really like it a lot. And if I do, then I'll buy it from my library that I have on Amazon. And then you can watch it on the Amazon app. There you go. That's what you could do. Because some people don't have Blu-ray, and that's the thing. So some people don't have Blu-ray, and most people are using Amazon and streaming platforms now to watch movies, and so that's how they're doing it. Amazon, Netflix, Peacock. I'm not sure. Peacock, you have membership, but I'm not sure if you. I don't know the whole thing. I have memberships for all those. The reason why I have memberships for those is because it has networks we like, and they stream like Paramount. and then you could watch DC Comics, and you watch Tulsa King and all that on Paramount, and then that's on the Amazon app, and then we have Netflix, and there's some good shows, some good TV shows that we like on there that we watch, and then Peacock. Netflix. You have the WWE that's on there, Raw. So that's how we watch Raw now. It's not on a general channel anymore. They moved it, and now we watch on Peacock too. WWE. It's on Peacock too. So it's they have like that's strange how WWE is. They're so spread out with their shows. Uh, they have shows on Peacock. They have shows on Netflix. And where else did I say? There's another one. Is it just Netflix and SmackDown. SmackDown's on a different network too. That's what it is. So they're all spread out. They have different shows on different networks. So I still find that odd. I still find that odd with WWE, with how they have it spread out, that they should. I don't know why it's not under one umbrella, or are they working on it so they don't move around so much to different networks or different platforms. So that's strange. I guess they even have a YouTube now, streaming platform on YouTube, I think, going on WWE. So how are you, Laura? How's it going? So I find that odd that WWE has that going on. I watched WWF in the 90s. My favorite was Warrior. Yep. I remember the Ultimate Warrior. I guess that's who you're referring to. I grew up 70s, Ivan Putski, Iron Sheik, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, and then Andre the Giant. He was in it. Then in the 80s, saw Roddy Piper, saw them all. The Hulk Hogan versus an Andre the Giant match. Saw them all, man. Saw that a couple good matches, man. Billy Jack Haynes versus that was a good match. Billy Jack Haynes match was good. Who did he verse? It's like I got it like right there in the front of my head. The guy that Billy Jack Haynes fought. Dang. I don't remember his name. Okay, Little Willow, the Ultimate Warrior. Gotcha. The Gladiators. Yeah. I remember them too. The Gladiator tournaments. That was good. Remember Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I remember Freddie Blassie, the Grand Wizard, was good. I remember when the Mouth of the South came out. Man, watched them. I watched them all. I watched all the wrestlers from the 90s, 80s, towards the end of the 70s. And now I watch, and it's been in the wrestling world, there's been a lot of change, but who cares? It's entertainment. Of course, I think it was more, the wrestling world was more, there was a lot more at stake. They got hurt, really, for real, a lot more. Now they're very well equipped and built, and they practice a lot, and whatever it is, their acrobatic techniques now have improved. They figured out ways, like I think that the ladder match was a pretty good match. It wasn't too bad. It lasted long. The ladder match. My son's asking me who I'm talking to, but
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about wrestling.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people who go around throwing things in Los Angeles.
No, I am not. I'm talking about wrestling, what happened on wrestling, and what happened Money in the Bank. So that was a good match, Money in the Bank. Sorry, everyone. But that was a good match. And when they were climbing up to, it was funny how it ended, where the two came out and ganged up on everyone and prevented everyone from getting the briefcase with the contract in it. So then that's what happened, and then look who got the briefcase. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, Bret Hart was a good wrestler. The Hart Foundation was good. Jim the Anvil Neidhart was good. And I liked them all. They were entertaining wrestlers. And, you saw everything changing with the times too. It was up with the fad in the wrestling world, that things were changing, and wrestling was changing with the way things were changing. The clothing was changing. The style of wrestling was changing. It was more extravagant, becoming more extravagant. So, hey, Tingle Booze, how are you? Good to see you.
Crazy.
I'm glad to see people coming in. Johnny, how are you? Johnny, you going on at 6?
Are you going to talk about
I'm talking on my show.
Yeah. I know. And
I'm talking to somebody right now. Johnny, what time are you going on, buddy?
let's go back upstairs.
Can you wait a minute? We'll talk about everything. I'm going to talk about the other thing too.
Yeah. Because those people clearly are deranged people who do that stuff. They think it's okay to go hurting people.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was telling everyone that I had breaking news, and I have sketches of what my son drew for me, of what he caught the dogs doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Max is going with his teeth up. Gracie's a deer.
So as you see, that's our dog, Gracie. This is what Mark drew.
Are you sure they can see it?
Oh, they can see it. Take a good look, ladies and gentlemen. It's what my son drew. This is an artwork piece. This is the girl. This is yeah. This is the girl
Who bothers me?
who bothers him in school and thinks that this is what she looks like.
That's what you get when you keep bothering me. And you won't stop.
So this is a police sketch that Mark gave the police. It looks like a Beavis and Butthead or something. If you watch Beavis and Butthead, looks like a side picture of Butthead. And of course, people know Max, my dog. Well, Mark drew a portrait of him too.
Because that's how he acts. You know that. Yeah. Is that it?
So those are the pictures. Hey, how are you, Jesse? Those are the pictures that my son drew for me of bad people and two dogs.
Bad person.
Well, the bad person, I'll make it because that's what he wants me to say. Yeah, did you see the chompers on it? And it has a pointed penis peeing, and then it has poo coming out. He has poo coming out of his butt. So that's what Mark drew. And that was my breaking news photographs done for me.
I bet you talked about the LA news.
Well, I talked about the LA news already.
Oh. Well, we could talk about it again.
What do you want to talk about the LA news?
Because those people who do it did not live for BLM, did they?
I don't want to get political. This isn't a political show. This is a show for comedy and stuff.
Well,
I don't want to talk about BLM.
when they did that, it's kind of like what they're doing now. You gotta admit that, though.
Well, why would you bring up that BLM here?
Because they had riots like this.
I didn't hear them saying BLM there.
No, but what I see from these riots is that they're the same thing as they're just like they haven't learned.
Well, why don't you sit down and tell me over here so I can hear you? Because I'm trying to understand. My son's telling me something. Well, I said they're paid protesters, Mark. That's what they are.
They're paid.
Yeah, they're paid.
Who's paying these clowns?
Well, I don't know who pays them. That's what I said the other night.
They're mentally ill.
I said it to your mom yesterday. I said they're being paid to do the protesting.
Kind of.
Can't you tell some of them are dressed as Mexicans people, and can't you tell some of them are dressed as uh whatever the other ones are over there, Palestinians. Some of them are trying to dress as Palestinian people, and they're not. They're breaking the law. They're being paid. Look at a lot of them. A lot of them look like, a lot of those people look like college kids. And that's what it is. They're trying to make money, and the way they're making money is going out. They're going out, being paid to protest, right? For college money.
No, it's because they're mentally ill.
They're mentally ill.
That too. Don't forget they're fucking. Half these people don't even know what the fuck. Kind of like just being not like a bunch of crazy fuckers.
You're right.
Because they're doing what BLM did. No, nothing.
Well,
I'm saying that like the riots weren't good. Like a lot of people got hurt, and that ain't right.
I know that.
Never was. I understand like the purpose, but the like hurting people isn't like a good thing.
Yep.
And these people are doing the exact same thing they were doing, throwing rocks, setting off There's a little bird.
There's Melissa DW. There's Dale. Man, I'm waiting for Bob Farrell to come on. Bob Farrell's out there watching right now.
Okay. You got little bird.
I'm sure everyone would love to hear from Bob. As you know, Jesse Roth's in the chat. I said hello to Jesse Roth.
I'm just hoping, because these people, they were alive long enough to see what happens when they do that stuff. And it's insane.
Who?
You know who? Those people who do this.
They're insane. They are insane.
They have mental issues.
Well, they did start doing, they were going into stores and taking things out.
See, it's the same shit they were doing before.
What is it? What's it
Looters.
called? Lootering, yeah.
See, they're doing the same shit. They think they're above the law.
Well, they got away.
There won't be.
They're running away.
One day we'll have something to fight against those types of people who think looting and rioting is a good thing.
Hey, Christine, how are you?
They'll probably be shot on sight if they start.
They can't shoot them, man. Only if they're being shot at. They can arrest them.
What if they're being?
And if they're being violent,
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
you
They're
know, they
being
can.
violent.
Well, yeah, they are violent.
Those people are doing the same fucking thing.
I seen them catching things on fire.
See, that's the same thing BLM was doing. Like the people.
Well,
they're
they
mentally ill.
say that it's growing. Like they're starting to grow. The marches are starting to grow. Like now, they say that they're starting to form a march over in Texas. So I don't know how true that is. That's what I heard.
I'm sorry for your loss, Christine.
What?
I'm sorry for your loss, Christine.
Yes, sorry for your loss, Christine.
But then the freaking it's just mental illness
You want to come up, Christine?
with the freaking riots in LA. I think it will come here too, where we are. I'm starting to think it will happen in New York.
Well,
City.
they are. New York's
gonna have it.
New York's definitely gonna have something happen
because it's definitely Minnesota because that's where.
Hey, Erica, how are you?
It's a mental illness that they think they're good, but they aren't. Those are the same people.
What's up, boy in Brooklyn? How are you?
You know, the people who riot are the same people who think you're bad
for
voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Those are probably the same people who go around assaulting people for voting for Trump. But
they go around assaulting people for voting for Trump.
You can't say shit.
Oh. So what are you eating, Mark?
Fruit Loops.
Mark's eating Fruit Loop cereal because we got Apple Jacks. If anybody likes Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops, that's what Mark's eating right now. And I'm having my coffee like I always do with everyone when I do my shows. Cowgirl Erica. So anyway, what else, Mark? What do you think about these? What do you think? How do you think these people
will be handled? Should be handled or something?
Like, how did they assemble? Like, how did they put it together? Like,
oh, it's simple.
How did they hire them? What's the hiring process of getting hired?
Awareness. That's what they do. They spread their propaganda and get mentally ill people to follow them.
But somebody put it up, man. I got to find out. There's an application that you put up that you get, and I forgot.
I like the Cheerios.
The name of it. Cheerios?
No. I like the Fruit Loops.
Okay.
And Apple Jacks because they have Cheerios.
They're the shape?
Yeah. Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Or
who likes Fruity Pebbles? I do. I like Fruity Pebbles. I liked them when I was growing up. Fruity Pebbles.
They're just they became Fruity Dust.
Yeah, well, somebody busted up the cereal. Fruity Dust.
I'm saying it because the pieces now are so small.
I know. It's true. It always happens that way.
shrinkflation. Wonder.
Yeah, Mark is drinking Coca-Cola with his cereal, so he's getting sugared up.
Yeah.
Frankenberries were good.
What about?
Frankenberries with
Let's
vodka.
get back to the mentally ill people on how to deal with them. You just gotta make a big facility for these people.
Why are you always talking about mentally ill people?
Because I want the world for my kids when I have kids to be better and not be.
I want the world to be better right now, not when
too.
your kids are around. That's what I want. I want the world to be better now, not when my kids are around.
These people should see what go to mental asylums.
Oh my God, man.
Being straitjackets, because that's where they belong.
That's funny.
No, it's true. It's not funny. It's true. Because these people.
So what kind of kids you plan on having?
I don't know.
Kids with gills?
No.
Oh, little fish boys? I hope they're good kids, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do? Wash cars? Only joking, buddy. What? The cats walk backwards. Cats walk backwards?
You know what needs to happen? Those people need the rioters. Once they arrest them, they need to build a big facility that goes like 500 feet underground. Lock them up in there because they need to see what it's like to be isolated.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah, but they aren't scared of throwing rocks at people. And
I saw that they were throwing rocks at the cop cars.
They act like erratic chimps. That's what they're trying to be, erratic little chimps.
They're little chimp boys?
They're chimps. Monkeys.
I know.
They're acting like monkeys going crazy on shrooms.
Well,
that's how monkeys.
They weren't monkeys. Those were people. Monkeys would have been running away. In reality, they'd be like, ee, ee.
I'm saying that they're like angry primates. I know, I'm not trying to be, I'm just saying it because, these people act like crazy monkeys.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, can you hold the show while I pee? Do you know what to do?
I don't.
Just keep talking about the people and what they do, man. Okay. My son's gonna talk on the show because I have to go to the bathroom. So if everyone can, they all look like Mr. X. Please give your attention to my son Mark because I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back.
These people, they got like the primate brain. They think what they're doing is okay. Going up and throwing rocks at people. If you see the psychology of these people, they're actually unlocking their inner primate by doing it. And then there's people just throw rocks. I'm trying to be, I'm saying it because these people do act like erratic chimps who are rioting. So, what do you want to talk about?
Hey, you still talking? Hey, my son did a good job. Don't worry, don't ask. I did wash my hands. Thank you.
Impressions of what?
What do you want to do an impression of?
I don't know. Hello, I am perfect, Sal.
You're a perfect Sal.
I don't know.
Mark is good. Mark does good impressions when
Some.
Mark does some impressions of what do you do?
I do try to make my own characters' voices if I can't make them.
Oh, he makes character voices of his own for his own
So
characters.
this little rat walking around.
Oh, for Max, he does voices.
Yeah,
Like
good.
Max, when he's walking, I'm taking his shit. I'm taking a poo. Because Max, you know, the little dogs, they have those little nails and they click on the floor. Like they have tap shoes on. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So when I'm walking on the side of me, that's all, or behind me, that's all I hear. I hear the dog's nails.
And then you got Gracie going.
And then I got that pig dog with the horns.
Why are you calling her pig? I call her clown dude.
This dog with the poo
That's Gracie.
coming out. This is her peeing. And then she's standing in a puddle of pee. He put horns on her. And then this is the nose. And that's what she looks like.
Yeah, and Max has little teeth showing. Oh no, it's him. It's a dog.
So one thing I noticed about this girl, this is one thing I do want everyone to notice, is in the eyes.
Heart eyes.
Where the hell? Are you got everyone seeing her eyes? The eyes have hearts. So I was like, Mark, let me ask you something. How come her eyes have hearts? Because to me, that girl's in love with you, Mark.
You just said why they have heart eyes.
Why do they have hard eyes?
Because she's infatuated.
Well, in his mind, what he's telling me, hard eyes mean infatuation. Is that what that means? Hard eyes mean infatuation. This is what my son is trying to tell me. So I don't know that. I don't know if that's what it means, but he told me that's what it meant. So if anybody can give me that in the chat or explain to me that having hard eyes, or is there a meme too that you send with heart eyes, meaning you're infatuated with, that means you're infatuated with the person. So that's what he's telling me. Hi, Texas Granny. Thank you very much. So that's what Mark is telling me. So that's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
So I did have a question about that.
Well, the heart eyes.
I'm still wondering about this. This is bewildering.
Because that's all I see of him. Choo-choo. It's a furry one.
So that's my dog. That's Midget. You see what happened? See what he did? Made a weenie. The sharp wiener coming out like a spear, and it's peeing. Then you see like one piece of poo dropping, and then you see another piece right behind it coming out like rockets. So it's like, and I asked him, I said, what is it that you like about drawing pictures like this? He goes, well, that's how I see them. And it's true. Listen, there's a story behind this. He must have saw him really good one day because Mark had a hole in his nose. Yeah. The dog
No,
turned around and bit him. And he has a little scar. It wasn't, thank God, it's better.
Can you?
That didn't come from Max.
No, it was
He bit you in the nose.
Yes, but I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about when he's like in the bedroom barking at me.
I know, but I'm talking about the time he bit you in the nose. He must have looked like that too because he got you, and I didn't like it that he bit you. So anyway, sorry. My son got bit in the face by the dog because he stares at the dog, and he still does it. To this day, he stares at him. And I tell him, Mark, don't stare at the dog, man. Don't stare at the dog because he's going to bite you. And he still does. She can't be done. She ain't leaving.
Shut up, oinky dog.
Shut up, midget. So anyway, he turned around and had a hole in his nose. The dog bit through Mark's nose. He had like a little, what do I call it? Puncture. He had a puncture wound there from the dog's tooth. And we kept putting
oh, look who came back.
The cream on it.
What type of bird came back?
What?
See the red?
Oh, okay. So that's what happened. And I thought I had to take it. It was like a nose piercing, a free nose piercing. But I thought I had to take him to the hospital because I thought maybe they had to give him stitches. But thank heavens, the wound healed, and it healed well. And Neosporin kept, put Neosporin over it, and it made it go away. It helped heal it. His skin healed, and it looks like it's not there anymore. But it's amazing, man, that somebody would keep doing that. I wouldn't want to be bit in the face by a dog. Who'd want to be bit in the face by a dog? So I'm looking to see in the chat who was over at Jim Terry, with Jim Terry and Mr. X.
Jim Carrey?
Terry.
Sounds like Jim Carrey to me.
Yeah.
Or Eggman. This 10-year-old thing.
See what time it is. You leaving?
No,
Stay there, midget. I had to hold back the dog. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. You going back out?
No, I just picked up.
All right, I'll let the dog go. All right. Max thought somebody was at the door, so he had to get up and go. So he thought somebody was at the door. Yep. That's what happens. That's what happened. You think he's crazy?
Yeah,
Why?
because he is.
Getting low on coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Getting low on coffee. How about
I
you?
don't need coffee.
First hour of coffee time's over. Got to get to the next cup. That's what I'm going to start calling the show.
You want to hear?
Coffee time hours. Coffee time hours.
You want to hear the secret? You want to hear what my mother is?
What's mommy, Mark? A clown. Mommy's a clown.
She's in love with the school.
She's in love with the school. So my wife is a clown. She's in love with the school. She's everything under the sun to my son.
Yeah.
Everything but a great mom.
Oh. Yeah,
Right?
she's a clown.
She's not a great mom.
No, she's a great mom.
Oh.
But when it doesn't involve school, she's a great mom. When she's not talking about school, not saying anything about school, she's a great mom.
I know, long as it's your way, Kentucky KFC.
Yeah.
Long as you're not, nobody talks about school, you're their best friend.
Yeah.
If you talk about school, that's it.
We're done.
We're your worst enemy.
Money.
I think you should let that go. Start. Gonna give you. You know what? Just because you're young don't mean you can't have a heart attack.
Mommy's in love with the school.
There's people that have heart attacks at your age.
Hey, Daddy, did you know Mommy's in love with the school? She's so in love with it that she kisses it every night.
Look at that thing go off over there.
What?
That thing just went off.
Oh, yeah, beat. Don't drop it out.
And it put we have those things, and they're misters, and they make like a mist in the air. They put out a scent, and it goes out in a mist. Like it sprays, and then you see it comes up, and it looks like it's blowing in the air like a genie.
You want to hear?
And it's pretty cool looking.
You want to hear what Mommy is? I'm in love with the school.
I don't think that's a person. It just sounds like a song.
Yeah,
it sounds like you're taking a shit.
No. You are taking a poo.
With the school.
She's in love.
That's what I'm in love with the school. Is that what you're saying?
No, Mommy's in love.
I'm in love with the school. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Mommy's in love with the school.
So that's what my son is singing. I'm in love with the school. That's what Mommy's singing. I'm in love with school, yeah. Don't hurt me no more. Send me to school.
She's in it.
Please don't send me there, or I'm gonna run away. If you send me to school, is that what I'm gonna say? Yeah.
No.
I don't care if you call the police on me. I'm gonna run from school that day. La 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 la. That's what he's doing.
No, you want to hear it for real?
Yep.
Because she is in love with it.
So that's the song. I'm in love with the school, and that's Mark singing back. He's gonna run away. You know, he don't care.
Because mommy's in love with the school.
That's what he says. Go ahead, send me. You'll see, I'm not coming back. I wonder, like, where are you gonna go, Mark? Where are you gonna go? Because if you don't come back, they're taking you somewhere you won't be here. And that place is a place you don't want to be. And that's a home.
The school sucks.
The state takes you. That's where you go. The state.
The state is Satan.
Oh, they feel you got to go to school. They handle it. They make sure you finish school, even if you got to do it in a school that's on a home, in a home. You don't, when they say home, it ain't a home you think. When I say home, it ain't a home that you think.
It's just a shitty bed.
You remember that place up there?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. That's so similar. Everything's there. You can't leave the property. Only where you go is from your bed. You get up, you eat, you go to school, you come back from the school on the property and go back. Nowhere else. And the state ran by the state. The state runs those places. Those are crazy.
Yep.
But I think you're all right, you know. My name is Mommy, and I love school.
It's true, though. She does love it. You know she does. You can see it in her love of the school. She's just in love with the school. You know that, right?
Well, got to take care of you, so I'm the one here taking care of you.
I mean, when Mommy sees the school, she has hearts in her eyes.
She does?
Yeah.
That's good to know. So when my wife hears the school, she has hearts in her eyes. So my wife is on her way home. She's in Manhattan, actually. She's on the train. She takes the train back from Manhattan every day. I think I mentioned that. So I don't like to be boring.
Like 3 days a week.
So what? To me, that's every day. Being apart from your mom's every day.
But Mommy's a clown.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care if she's a clown to you. She ain't a clown to me.
She's a super clown.
Me and her get along. We're buddies.
Yeah, but all she does is go
sometimes around. I want to like do a Boston crab on your mother and then body slam her in the middle of the floor. Then do a high dive off the back of the chair and do an elbow.
Yeah, but she's in love with the school. She's so in love with it.
Yes.
You
In
know,
fact, I don't mind if he takes drugs as long as he doesn't have a Big Mac without me. Yes. So I'll tell you what. I'm going on Johnny Arbro's too tonight. He's going on, and then I'm going on. I'll probably visit. I should be feeling up to it. I slept till a little bit later today. I needed sleep because I wasn't feeling good. But
Mommy's in love with the school.
what happens is the medication sometimes makes me tired. And or I stay up late studying, and I've been up worried about my grade in school because I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I want to keep my grade up. I don't want to fail school because I'm scared of failing.
That girl is an ugly girl.
And I think I'm going to start needing help again in school. So I'm going to have to ask for help. I might need to ask for help for the next subject for my studying. Because, hey, Mark, what are you doing? Got your hood on? It's nice. Hey, there's new glasses for you over there. Did you see them?
What type? Sunglasses?
Yeah. They're for 4th of July.
I think I saw them already.
Yeah, those are yours. What are you going to get him going? He's nice now. He's sitting there by me being nice.
That girl from that school is the reason I don't like her. I'm forced to not like her.
Hey, you guys see Midget? There he is.
It's ugly. Look at that ugly thing.
So while you guys are watching them, I'm making a cup of coffee at the same time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making coffee. You guys are watching the Midget.
You know, that girl from that school, she's so ugly. You know that girl from that school is just ugly in general.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So my son just keeps saying the girl from school is just so ugly. I don't know what he wants me to do about it, but it ain't my fault she's ugly.
But it's true, she's ugly.
I don't know. Why is she so ugly? Why? Why is she so ugly, Midget? Why? How come? How come? How come she's ugly? Can you tell me? This is my host. This is my host. Yep. This is the guy that had the sharp wiener, the sharp weenie picture.
And all the teeth.
And all the teeth.
And the young from the hair stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's him. He's my co-host. Yep. Finally got a co-host. Yeah, Midget the dog.
Okay, liar.
Mark is my co-host, actually. That's why the chair is there. He turned it to a doggy. Yep.
He's ugly. He's ugly. Smelling his own butt. See, he sniffed it. See, he sniffed his blood. What are you doing?
Mark, you know that picture you drew of that girl looks like Butthead.
I know.
Exactly. I think that's who it is. I think that's your version of what she looks like, Butthead.
It makes sense too, actually, now that I think about it.
So right now, we're hanging out here with my other co-host, Midget,
Ugly dog.
and we're talking with my son. He's on the couch. I'm here. We're hanging out. We're talking. The show's doing pretty good. We're up to a few here now. We're up to the 29 watching. I'm glad we have up to 30. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Dana. How are you?
Mommy's a clown.
Once again, I'd like to say the hi to Bob Farrell. Thanks for being here, Bob. I'm glad you're out there watching. Thanks for contacting me. Bob Farrell. I know you're out there and I know you're watching. You know what? It doesn't matter. You don't have to be on YouTube to be your friend. You got friends all over the place. Don't forget, once in blue, always in blue. Right? Remember that one? Just talking to Bob if he's out there listening. I think Bob is out there and I believe what he says. So Bob says that he's out there in the shadows and, and he you know what? He speaks for himself. If he wants to come up, he comes up and he would put it in. He knows what to do. And that's fine. And, so far we've heard that he's spoken to Jim Terry. And
Terry?
Mark, open your ears. Terry. Jim Terry.
I know, but the name sounds similar to Terry.
I know. Well, if it does, it's not my fault. I'm taking care of things and listening to you. My son is always interceding with words when I'm talking. So that's what I'm saying. So as far as I know, Bob Farrell is good.
My name is Mama.
As far as I know. Dale, I know you're joking, man.
Did you know Mommy's
Dale. Yeah, Dale.
Dad, did you know that girl is ugly?
Anyway.
Goblin.
So anyway, my son just can't get off of my wife and picking on her that she's not ugly at all. There's nothing ugly about
Talking about the girl from the school.
All right, Mark, she's ugly, okay? My son wants me to say the girl from school is ugly. He can't get off of it. So I'm done talking about her. I'm talking about somebody else, a friend of mine called Bob Farrell. He reminds me of something.
Jim Carrey?
No. But
Eggman?
No. No, but Jim Carrey is in the movie that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Eggman.
Dumb and Dumber. Bob Farrell. Well, something about the name reminds me of that. And Something reminds me of Bob Farrell driving in that car with the big ears, the pet cleaning car, and he's bringing the pets, and Bob Farrell's driving around in the van, and the pets got hot dogs all over them and all that, and then he's trying to get to the pet show, and he ends up not making it there. So that's what it kind of reminds Bob Farrell, the name brings up that thought. Doesn't mean I'm nuts. It's just funny. That's what I think of Bob Farrell. And I think of the picture that Jim Terry has shown on his programs of Bob Farrell with the patch over his eye. But I don't know why Bob had that done. That was, he may have had surgery done. I don't know. But I like Bob, man. Who cares, man? Yeah, pretty much.
Did you know Mommy's in love with the school all the time? She used to love it so much.
Well, at least she loves things.
Yeah, but she's in love with that school.
Well,
when she sees it, she goes.
Well, she had a different upbringing.
Yeah, but she's in love with the school. She goes.
I've never heard her sing about school to you, and you're making my show boring now because you keep talking about it. So stop talking about your mother. So everyone else, I wanted to share that news about what my son drew. I wanted to show my dog and what was going on with him. He's lounging with me. My son, all he does is want to talk about my wife and what she loves. And of course, that was nice of him to come down and sit with me for a few minutes. You know, he barely ever sits with me. You know what? This is probably the longest he's sat with me since last week, because he sits up in the room and he never comes down except to eat. He brings his food upstairs. He eats up there. He drinks his soda up there. He's got a bathroom up there. He doesn't have to come down. He comes down, and the only thing he does is come down to get soda. And he drinks soda. And that's all he does, man. And I try to have conversations with him, but his conversation is just about his mother. He's got nothing nice to say about his ma, and that upsets me that he doesn't have anything nice to say about his mother, because she gave birth to him. And it makes me wonder, like, how do you why do you feel that way about your mother? No matter what, she gave birth to you, first of all. Second of all, she's providing for you what you have. And she's helped not only him, because she knows that she's his mother, she's been helping me too. Because I have to stay home and take care of him, because her financials are a little, well, not only that, I can't work right now because what I'm going through, but and I'm not on disability or anything, but under the orders of the doctor, I can't work. But I take care of him too. And he could be frustrating. He could be. I don't like saying he can't do it and not go to school when he can, because that's an excuse. So that's telling me that I'm doing the right thing and he's fighting me on it. And not only that, that's telling me I'm a good parent and I am not giving in to him. But I'm not going to let somebody take, and hurt my son and take my son away when one of us can stay here and take care of our child. So it turns out to be me. And not only that, taking care of somebody else I shouldn't even have to be taken care of. I'm not even going to bring it up because I don't want people to know anymore. Because it's not fair. Because then people think I'm trying to make them feel sorry for me. So I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for that person, really. I don't feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for that person. Got the dogs down here with me. They're hanging out. Grace is over there. Max is over here. And Pillow's on the ground. She's on it. She's going to get full of hair now. I did mop the floors today out in the other room. I started mopping the floors. I did the bathroom. I did the hall. I did part of the living room out there. And then I got to do the other half. That's what I started doing. I might go outside tomorrow tomorrow I got to order the gas propane for the fire pit because I ran out of the 2 tanks already. Those things, that's the thing. You become addicted to the propane tanks, right? Those propane fire pits. It's nice to see. That's the thing with fire. Like when you have a fire pit with logs, with wood, is it lasts longer, and you could use wood, and the wood burns longer, and you could sit out there for hours by the fire. Now it's like all we have is a fire pit that is made with gas propane, and it runs out so fast. It's not like you have natural gas where natural gas is running to it. It's not natural gas. It's propane, and propane only lasts for so long. I'm telling you, man. Can't stand it. But looks like my show is getting a little dry now. Looks like I'm running out of things to say. I've been on for an hour and a half. Let's see. Checking things out. All right. So I think this is it. I'm going to close out. Everyone, take care. it was a good show, good hour and a half. So don't forget to head over to Johnny Yarbrough's show. Don't forget to head over there. All right. Take care. Bye.